Hey there YouTube, I'm Yukitsu, this is the Yukitsu Times, welcome to my channel, welcome to a little bit of War Warhammer 2, so we're just gonna hit next turn here. I've got an absolute crap ton of cash, which is really nice. Can't get myself a good general to sort of take a dump all over my sort of income there, but what I could eventually do is actually just get a general of whatever sort. Ooh, someone's trying to kill my guy here. It's level 13 versus a level 3 though, so I'm probably safe. But, yeah, so we're just getting up to that point where we're getting a decent amount of income, and we can sort of dump all over that by increasing our upkeep by like 10% or whatever it is by getting a new general. I just have to wait till we get a new general that's worth getting rolled up here. Yeah, the Pirates of Sartosa sort of coming along here near the Shrine of Loic. They'll probably attack Evresi before they attack me, but no, they might spread their armies out and attack two different places at once here. So it's nice that we've got the Glittering Tower walled up here, so that'll help out a decent amount. Population surplus in Safri. I think we sort of focus our population surpluses there into the capital until we can get the White Tower back up and running. Carlos Red Eye, that's a dumb name. Alright. It's better than Carlos Pink Eye though, I guess. Alright. Dragon Armor of Anarian, we've got the Promenade, so that's going to be a step up that way. Now I just have to get some White Lions for him. Which is not going to be for a while. I kind of want to actually have Krace doing that. Did I fail that objective? I might have. Oh no, the muster. Okay, yeah. Alright, let's see what we can actually get for a general here. Energetic still, resistant, charmed, and efficient still. So, still don't have that one. Let's see if there's a time limit on this. Doesn't look like there is, so I can sort of keep sitting back on that and not worry about it. I actually did end up tearing that down. I do want to just grab this thing here. So it'll get us another 3 turns before I really want to have another army there, but I could really honestly be building an army right now. Let's see. Torfinu is the only place I can build another city upgrade in right now, since we've already got the capital being upgraded. I do need Shadow Peak's garrison here, the army that I've got here, to finish healing up a bit, so we'll leave that sort of be. Oh wow, we have a lot of money now. Okay, well, might be possible for me to get a trade agreement with Illyrian.
Precious, so please. I cannot do this.
Nope. They're at 0 and it's going up, so it should be possible for us to eventually get that. Might be theoretically possible for us to confederate these guys eventually, but realistically it's probably not a great idea. I just can't do anything about them. Anyway, materials at sea for 1 more turn, and that's going to also be 1 more turn. So there's a ton of treasure around this area, so I kind of want to go searching for it. The only problem is that I think our Free Lord is down here 2 more turns before I can actually use that one, so what I could do is get a different one that costs maybe even a little bit here, like a 15-point cost there. For a trainer one like this Observant guy could potentially be good, or I could even go for the one that's a 60-point energetic one for the campaign movement range, just because that 10% can actually make a big difference when searching for stuff. It's kind of probably not a great idea to be doing this, because this is a big waste of our influence, but I've got quite a lot of it, so I feel like... And this will probably actually be a decent general later on in the game anyway, because of how important the campaign movement rate is, so whatever. Alright, I feel like that was a horrible idea, but I'll live with it. Alright, we're going to start moving towards there eventually. Let's go ahead and get that on the way. And we've dropped down a little bit in income, but I'm actually still making a surprisingly large amount. So I did demolish the Shrine of Viserion. I do want to put it in Angariel. It's just one of my OCD sort of tendencies there. I could be upgrading the Glittering Tower here, though. I don't know. Yeah, I kind of want to wait till I can get this up to here, but that takes us a lot more turns, like 20 more turns. I guess we might as well get that. It'll probably be better for us in the long run. Kind of makes me wish I had done it earlier, but whatever. Scare influence from here? Nope, but it's a regular failure, so I'm okay with that. Alright. Don't need to do that yet. And we'll just hit next turn here. After this, I'm going to probably be healthy enough that I can start marching towards Averlorn. Get ready to declare war on them next turn. And hopefully I've got the ability to get... Alright, they failed to wound my hero again. It's good. I don't know why Illyrian is trying to kill my hero, all things considered. Like, that's kind of stupid, but whatever. What I do eventually need after I've taken out Avalorn is the ability to take out Illyrian, the Illyrian guys with a two-pronged attack, essentially. Now, the gates are going to be really difficult, so I want to take them out relatively early as well. Alright, these guys have decided to back off, which is interesting. I don't know. Economic power for them is weak. They might have a rebellion on their home turf or something like that, I don't know. Kind of need to get some towers to get some more agents to just send to random places so I can get more trade routes opened up. Although it's pretty expensive getting trade routes. I'm preferring using it for generals, honestly, though. The one thing I'm going to have difficulty with is getting our general down here levels, because that could get me another 10% of 10% movement speed. Alright, off this way. There was, I think, one down here as well, and then we sort of swoop upward and start grabbing up all of this stuff, because there's just a lot of them out there. Let's see if there is a new general, though, because I can actually probably afford to have multiple generals paid for right now. Got Charmed still, Efficient, Vigorous, which is useless, Punitive, Missile Resistance, and Missile Damage. So this is actually a really, really decent one. Increasing the missile damage is actually quite nice, but there's still actually another one that I'd rather get than that. So we'll leave that one be for the time being. Looks like we got some build slots here. Tower of Lycian. Probably, I think that Tower of Lycian is a relatively safe spot, so we can go ahead and grab up Elven Craftsman there. Grab up that, grab up this. Basically just upgrade all the things that we possibly can there. Shrine of Azurian here can also be upgraded, and I could upgrade it with defenses as well, but it probably doesn't really need them that badly. I don't know. The Shrine of Azurian has got a fairly ridiculous garrison, but it's also fairly protected, so generally speaking, I don't think it really needs it. I'm probably wrong, but let's go ahead and grab that. Thing is, this isn't actually a great money-making province, though. I could actually probably get rid of one of the promenades now that I think about it. Because the public order is +10. This is providing +3, and I could, if I get rid of this, like, this can go up to plus, what is this, 8? So what I can actually probably do is demolish this at this point even, and then get walls here instead, because it's not going to earn me any money anyway. Alright, we'll do it that way. Alright, there we go. Alright, and we'll cap out replenished troops. And start moving our army off towards Avalorn. Ooh, we can also upgrade some stuff here. Alright, Shadow Peak can be upgraded here. Oh, am I not? I don't think I'm doing the right thing here. I should be doing monthly festivals right now.
Your orders? Champion of the Ever Queen.
So hopefully, yeah, looks like we're still gaining plus to our morale here, or public order here. So that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and talk as well with
Guardian of the Phoenix, welcome.
It's at +3 now, so.
What would you wish to discuss? Unwise.
Nope. Alright. Well, I don't really have enough influence given how I'm sort of spending it right now, so I'm just going to hold on to it a little bit. Let's just make sure I don't have anywhere else I can build something, because at this point in time, just building everything as quickly as possible I think is probably in our best interest. Alright, gaining population surplus here pretty quickly. It's pretty good. Don't have the ability to do these for 10 more turns, it looks like. I love some of the mechanics for High Elves, just the ability to sort of exchange out income for those really good bonuses that you can get. Alright, did I already move you? Nope, okay. If I ever find like something that gives you a big campaign plus movement thing, I'm gonna actually just have this person become a dedicated explorer, probably. Probably be fine.
I am the defender of Ulfwan. Choose.
They're probably going to try and get a defensive agreement here. Military access. I'm gonna say no. I think it still counts as a broken agreement if I declare war on them with a military access agreement.
I will hear your words, but I make no promises of aid.
Theek here. They want us to join their war against the Scaling. It takes them actually a long time to get towards us, and this is $600 for free, and it'll make the other elves like me a little bit more. It's not necessarily a great idea for me to get into these kinds of wars, though, and 600 bucks is not that much, but it's probably okay. I'll have to fight them eventually anyway, and as I get closer to them, they're going to declare war on me anyhow, so sort of one of those situations where it's just not really worth a while. I wonder why the High Vale has not been attacked yet. Like, I'm very impressed that that's the case. I think this might be going off to attack Tor Anrock, and is probably going to get completely crushed by the thing there, because that's a capital. Now what the hell are you guys doing? I have no idea what's going on here, but whatever. Why is Ressi... What's going on here? Do I not like them? I might not like them, actually. Might be the case. It's kind of weird. I'm actually capable of trading with the Scourge of Cain, which would be weird if I managed to diplomacy them up to the point where that would happen, but, you know, whatever. One of the reasons I kind of want White Lions is because, or from Tor Akar or from Krace, is because the Kracians have the White Lion pelts there, which reduce the cost for, or is it the cost? I can't remember. It might be the upkeep or something like that of White Lion units. Eventually you do want to get an elite unit stack. Alright, so we got another general here ready for duty. Okay, I could actually fix the sort of problem here that I'm going to be having with attrition by getting access to one of our things here, but I think that we're just going to take the attrition, and before dying I'm just going to have this general well, actually I guess it doesn't really matter all that much here. I'm not taking that much damage. Yeah, so I managed to get out of the attrition zone, and I don't think I took any damage, in fact. So I can go ahead and get this now. I feel pretty good about that. I just want to make sure that most of my provinces have, like, walls, because this game is kind of brutal once, and getting, like, everything to be a walled settlement just really gives you ridiculous bonuses. Okay, so we're up to tier 2 for the White Tower. Need to get to tier 3 pretty quickly because I really want to have things like the White Tower of Hoth. Actually, that needs tier 4, I think. So it's going to be even longer before I get that. I could go ahead and try to get the fields here. The homestead, rather. Increase growth even a little bit more here. Might be a good idea in this case, actually. Let's check actually what the tier 2 does. How much growth is that? 27? Yeah, okay. So I'm just going to do that for this province because getting it growing faster is going to be pretty important for us. Looks like I can go ahead and just take Tor Soriar without them being able to do anything about it, which is nice.
The king.
Let's see if I can get Illyrian to trade with me. That would be nice.
Time is precious, so please make certainly not.
Still no. It's at +5 though.
You need me?
Alright, so these guys actually like us, so this is a bit of a shame, but at this point in time, the diplomacy of this whole sort of thing does not really matter all that much. Alright, no other allies on their side or anything like that, so this is pretty much fine. I am technically at war with a lot of factions, but really doesn't matter all that much here. So I'm going to just fight this one out. I'm going to actually play it out, but you guys definitely don't need to see me stomping all over a garrison like this. I just can't really afford to keep losing troops in these sort of auto-resolves because it's been costing me too much time.
Bring me.
Alright, so as anticipated, that was pretty damn easy. So let's go ahead and hit the thing here. Ooh, that is a lot of potential money we could get. But we'll go ahead and occupy instead because I don't really want to have to rebuild this from scratch here. And Tor Sorior is now ours. Alright. The lumber mill's kind of interesting, but I don't really want it, and I definitely don't really want the grazing meadows down here, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of those. Feel like I kind of want to get rid of the wood lumber, but there's no real point to getting rid of it right now. It's probably earning me a little bit of money, so might as well keep that as is. So I've capped out, I'm pretty sure, actually no, I've got one more of Elfin Scholar, so we'll do that. But after this, I want to start going down these, this chain here, and in particular to get things like Silver Torrent, and favorable winds and immovable force and Heart of the Flame. Those bonuses are actually really, really powerful, and I don't actually think that it's going to be too hard for me to get all of them because like each of these is a single rank to cap out. In particular, favorable winds is going to be like really, really good for us, so let's go ahead and just grab that. And let's go,
servant.
I guess
of
we
the
can't
king.
really march continuously onto Evershale or the guy in Vale, but hopefully they won't have something that just like bypasses me and goes over to like Port Elistor. That would suck. They probably will, knowing my luck. Alright, let's keep securing ourselves some influence here. And managed to succeed that one. That's pretty good. Alright, and next turn we'll have another couple of points of morale, so that's going to help. Be a little while, but we're getting our salt distillery back up to full, or up to full rather. And that will also help. Let's go ahead and hit one more turn here. I think I forgot to check the generals, but they should stick around for a... no, I'm pretty sure I did check that, actually. Alright, Caldor's Repose we can upgrade now. Alright, so...
Now that you
there's
are
their
here,
army from Ardeval, or whatever. Military access. I'm willing to give them military access and have military access through our territories. That's fine. I'm gonna try and, I guess, see if I can get the Avalorn force to attack me here. That would probably be how we want to go about this. Or I can see if I can reach them. I might not be able to, but attack them out in the open field, definitely going to be our primary choice of action, so I don't have to do a really, really terrible siege. But yeah, 3 provinces, or 3 regions for the province, or other way around, I can't really remember. Ooh, that's not good. Peace between the Scaling and the Scourge of Cain. I don't like it when those guys are at peace, because typically speaking, they're able to sort of deal a lot of damage to each other. Looks like it's on the Scourge of Cain's terms, too. Oops. Why can I see what these guys are up to? Interesting. There's some interesting trade resources down there as well, though, that these guys have. It's hard to actually colonize. The public order -3 really sucks, but might be a good idea for me to try and go down there at some point soon. Scaling are extremely wealthy all of a sudden. I don't know how the hell they're potentially, like, comparably wealthy to me, but I don't remember if this is comparative or not. Pretty sure it is, though. Alright, public order +2 everywhere is super, super important. But, alright. Militia training, even though it's not that important right now. Cartridge ammunition might potentially even be a better one than militia training right now, but I think we'll probably get both in the end. Alright. Secure some influence here. The one thing I don't like is that the cost keeps going up, the effect doesn't keep going up, it stops after a while. Alright, so we've got replenished troops maxed out here. Immortality is what we're sort of aiming for here. He can still die in battle as far as I know, but let's go ahead and take assault units. Alright, so Calador or Torsathai. Calador's Repose, rather, or Torsathai. I think we go for Torsathai here. The reason being that it is the city that needs that wall a little bit more. It's a little bit more exposed to danger. Alright, so
Azir guides us.
barrels of rum. Hope for a speed boost there. Biting blade, that's not terrible. Line of sight, that's pretty mediocre. I think we'll start heading northward, but through, like, this way, so I don't go through the storm as badly. Hopefully that storm's gonna calm itself down a bit there. Oops. Alright, let's not worry about that. Grazing meadow, though. Definitely want this replaced with that thing. And let's see if we can reach that army down there. Looks like we can. I don't know if we'll be able to chase it down if it runs, but...
Certainly not.
Alright, they're looking pretty much similar to us, but they've got a couple of Illyrian Reavers. They're invariably going to have a much weaker prince than I do, since Tyrion is extremely busted. He's actually going to be pretty good here as well, just because I can use the Sunfang. Alright. They didn't combine their armies, so that's going to be their fatal mistake there. Yeah, so the fact that I've got more archers, the fact that I've got the Evil Claw Bolter, all that combined is going to make this a really fairly easy field battle for me, but I'll still take some losses because they've got a lot of archers there. So anyway, let's get into the battlefield and we'll see you there. Alright, so this time we're up against a large enough of an army that I might actually take some losses here or something, but more importantly, this is where we get to try out Sunfang and have it be a little bit interesting, because if they're sort of all clumped together, we can get off a really good Sunfang hit. Now, I kind of want to actually have the spearmen to behind my archers on some extent, but also I kind of don't. I can compel them forward regardless with the bolt throwers, so That's all I really need as far as that goes. Let's get you back here. We'll just have Tyrion quite a bit further ahead. Still have to make sure that the archers will reach Tyrion, but that's sort of all we need as far as that goes. And they should be moving forward here regardless, but I should have probably moved up a tiny bit. Alright, here they are. So yeah, Sunfang, kind of an interesting bound spell. The breaths have been sort of upgraded, so they're a little bit more powerful now than they used to be. Yeah, I'm glad that I have my spears up front, because I didn't want to have to shuffle them around. And I definitely would have had... these guys will definitely sort of head around my flanks, or have enough troops that they would lap around Tyrion's flanks, because Tyrion is a dude, so... Alright. So yeah, Tyrion here is going to get absolutely pounded by all their arrows, but he should be fine throughout most of this. I'm going to switch the targeting over towards these archers, because the more I'm firing at them, the faster I can sort of get rid of that problem. And they are going to be a bit of a problem here. Alright, so these Illyrian Reavers should get shot down real fast. Now that they're in melee combat, they'll also be taking some friendly fire from their own arrows.
Assure, warrior. Agreed.
Oh, wow. That really did some harm. I did not think that was going to do that kind of damage. Okay. Let's get ready to get around the flank of this unit here and also do a bombing run perhaps over it while we're at it. Alright, so we'll attack this unit in the back. It looks like I missed with that attack earlier. Tyrion getting actually a little bit damaged up here, but nothing too bad. This unit here breaking from terror, I think. That's probably what happened to them. And now that they're retreating, they're showing their backs to those archers, so that's all well and good. Kind of want to get in on this fight with some help for Tyrion, but probably shouldn't while these arrows are coming in. Let's get this guy out of here. Alright, let's switch our fire over there. Tyrion probably needs to start running back a bit, just to avoid some of that friendly fire. That general's probably dead. Or they're going to switch fire to some other units. Whatever. Alright. Gonna get around behind them with the turkey here, and hopefully what we can do at this point in time is actually get our spearmen to retreat. This will sort of cause the enemy to move forward. Some of them might even move forward against my spearmen instead of my archers and just get absolutely picked apart. And just keep hurting these guys a bit. Force them to move in a direction I want a little bit. Alright, so that's sort of not moving quite the way I want it. Bolt thrower seemingly getting some good shots, but not really the right direction, right unit. Alright, there we go. And let's go ahead and just bomb ourselves up some more archers here. Alright. And missed that one. We've actually got a cap level bolt thrower now, which is pretty damn nice. The rate of fire on the cap level one is pretty good. pretty increased. Alright, and getting our eagle up to higher level is also not bad either. Archers here. Probably do need those arrow upgrades pretty quickly here. But yeah, I don't know why some people, like, I know some people actually get rid of this guy early on, but it is actually a really good unit in so many of the situations you get into early on in particular. Alright, so we're going to cut the video here. I'm going to keep chasing a few more units here. Hopefully get to maybe a little bit, maybe at a quarter level with this. I don't think I will, but yeah, hopefully we'll get some good money out of this. Alright, so here we are. We have our decisive victory with over 1,121 lost for their side. I don't really want to take on warriors here, and ransoming captives probably actually fine. So I think we'll do that one.
The gods are pleased.
Probably want to go ahead and chase them into their territory here, just finish them off, and then maybe attack Evershale, and that would be pretty good actually, because if I can attack them, or outside of the Gaian Vale, that would be sort of ideal. Don't really want to be fighting them in the Gaian Vale. Alright, so at this point in time we can actually start taking Inspiring Presence and then go through Bowmaster. It's going to increase the amount of ammunition that I've got, get into favorable winds and stuff like that, so yeah, I can't quite reach that army, which is a bit of a shame. We'll move right up to the border though. Alright. Did I check the generals? I don't think I actually... I probably did, but like, let's go ahead and check them again. Ooh, I don't think I did. Indolent. So that's the one we already had. Right, so Vigorous. This is really, really bad for a 60 cost one. 5 melee defense and physical resistance 10% is really trash for this sort of thing. So this probably is a different one. Punitive, like I said, it's pretty good. Resilient is pretty bad as well. Strong is also pretty bad. All these people are sort of good for themselves, but not for an army. And you really want to have, like, a leader, in my opinion. Let's continue getting this upgraded here.
Princess of Ulthuan.
Alright, and can we move you up to here, or... No, that's going to be apparently a lot of attrition that we would take. Okay. Apparently you've already moved, though, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. I mean, the one that I've actually got might end up being the one that I have to use, but I kind of would like that if it wasn't the case. What's the resource here, Torfina? It's iron. Yeah, I might as well make this my iron mining pit. I don't want to put it in Calador, in Val's Anvil. It's just too much of a capital place to... I don't like putting that sort of stuff in capitals. Alright. So we've still got a ton of money, and we still are earning a ton of money. And our money is still going up, so that all works out really well here. Let's also get this. Just everything that I can. Alright. Should be good. If I had more armies, this would be even better. Alright, so yeah, these guys have finished the Ritual of the Tortured Oracle. These rituals are just going to keep happening over and over and over again. It's really not that big a deal. Alright, so these guys are retreating into the Gaian Vale. What I want to do is actually crush their army at Evershale and force them to create a new army outside of Gaian Vale so that I can attack it and hopefully withdraw their garrison. And it looks like they are going to sit and defend in Evershale, so that should work. Valyrian's probably going to attack my agent here like the assholes that they are. Oh no, steel technology against... okay, so that works for me. That's something I would like to also be able to do, is steel technology, but it's a little while before I'll be able to do that. Looks like Avresi's just doing their thing. I think that they can defend pretty well right now. They're actually in a good position to defend against the forces of the Dark Elves. And the Dark Elves are actually cleansing that corruption there, so they're dealing with that problem while we don't have to, so works for me. The only problems I really want out of them, though, is, like, Kothik and Krace. I don't really care too much about Nagaroth right now, just because Nagaroth has, like, these huge penalties for, public order and stuff like that. Although I probably counteract them right now, since I got something like +7, I think, to my total public order. It's still negative, though, so, because it's -11 on this difficulty. So I would need, I think, at least 2 of the plazas before I could actually make do there, so yeah, I don't know. Alright, so here there's the Glittering Tower Lighthouse. We're going to go ahead and get that. It's just sort of the wonder for that place, and it's kind of actually a really powerful one. Let's get all these buildings upgraded. I still have tons of money, and I'm still earning tons of money, so pretty happy with that. Pretty damn happy. Okay.
Your word?
So we want to sort of get here as fast as possible. Looks like we'll start taking attrition, and I don't really care to go the slow way to get around there, so we can just let ourselves take a little bit, and that's fine. This lord has not been moved. Alright, we can take out Evershale this turn, and hopefully they'll be compelled to make another army in Gaian Vale. Usually that's what happens. Usually. Oh shit. That's not ideal. I might have to actually bum rush these guys. They've got actually 4 bolt throwers, which is awkward to say the least, but yeah, okay. If I can get into bow range, though, I'll be vastly, vastly better than them. So, yeah, I think we'll play this one out here. I will get back to you guys once we get onto the battlefield. Okay, so this one has the risk of being actually fairly dangerous to me, just because they've got a ton of missile units as well, so I kind of have to be a bit careful as to how I approach this. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get our archers set up. I'm actually going to have them in 2 lines. I don't want them to be super vulnerable to their siege engines, so we're going to go ahead and have these guys sort of spread out here a little bit. Tyrion, as per usual, going to be tanking it out in the front lines there. I think is that the right number of archers? Looks like it. I don't know, hope so. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab those guys up there. We'll have our bolt thrower actually not part of our main line here. We're going to have it separate, sort of doing its own thing, but I just need to make sure that we're going to be in range of the enemy. Maybe a little bit more further forward, but let's go ahead and pick these guys up. Move these guys up as far as I can get them, and maybe, this probably will have to do. Alright, so I need to start marching forward, like, right away here. And yeah, should be okay firing just at whatever the hell with the bolt thrower here. But I need to get myself in archer range, like, within seconds here, basically. Well, probably be doing better shots than that. So the reason that we're sort of in our formation as we happen to have it is because I do want to have my archers less vulnerable to the enemy bolt throwers where applicable. So I got 26 seconds before I've got Sunfang up, but alright, we need to get a little bit closer up. Alright, let's get him forward here. Yeah, and they're firing away at my spearmen as well here, which is pretty bad. Might want to try and pick off those bolt throwers in the back there. I might want to try and kill this Great Eagle as well. Oh, nope, they're coming after Tyrion. Alright, so we're going to try and crush that thing there. Got some cavalry running into our front of our spearmen here, and this unit has apparently gotten absolutely tanked. Not really sure what happened to it, but not much I can do about that. Alright, these units are clumped up here. Let's try and hit them with that. That worked out really well. What I think is happening is we're getting completely trashed by those bolt throwers, so getting into them is going to help out a bit. Alright. I think I'm going to start firing away at these Lorthan Seaguard over here, or maybe actually this unit over here would be better. Alright, Tyrion here doing his thing. Seems like he's doing okay. Not sure what's going on over here, honestly. They've got like their Great Eagle in the fight as well, but I think we're still interrupting the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower a little bit. Alright, I kind of need Sunfang to come up again, but we'll see how things go. A lot of our archers are actually still firing into this melee here, which is not ideal. Alright, that should fix that.
Greater good.
Spearmen are steady. That's atrocious. Alright. Oh shit, is those are earlier in Reaver archers, okay. It's not as bad. Okay, I kinda wanna hunt that thing down a little bit there. Might lose actually a couple of units here. All these goddamn bolt throwers. Alright, I need to retreat my spears. They're getting just way too down in numbers. But, I don't think they've got any substantial front line that they can throw at my melee units at this point in time anyway, so...
I go. No mercy. It is time the lower races submitted to our rule.
Alright, so I think I'm sort of out of there with my... those guys.
We go.
I need to actually have my archers set to not retreat here at this point.
Heir of Anarian.
Alright.
As you say.
Well, that got a decent chunk of unit there.
Eagle claw.
Alright, fire at these guys here. I think we might be just about done this fight here. Might be able to finish off the last bit of morale here. Although our great, our turkey over here is taking an awful long time to deal with this.
We have bloodied them.
Yeah, we're starting to run out of arrows. That's really bad. Running out of arrows is where things go from just kind of bad to really, really bad.
Heir of Anarian.
Alright. Alright, so
We will obey.
everyone that still has arrows, let's start moving them up here. Especially on this flank here. Let's have you guys go up like that.
The king's sail will not we will obey.
Oh. Looks like they're coming in here. Just a little bit. God, just cannot get rid of this stupid Eagle Claw bolt thrower. Like, it is amazing how bad this thing is at taking those guys out. I think a little war machine would be something that these things would be able to deal with, but apparently not. Actually, let's get you attacking this general here with, along with Tyrion. Yeah, our losses in this battle are absolutely horrific.
It will be done.
Alright. Oops, shit.
Surian. Archers. Bloodied. Advance. Onward.
Alright, I think we're getting an auto-resolve, or auto-break here.
Attack.
Alright, that'll do it. So yeah, I might need to go for a replenishment sack here, but I think that it would still be better for me to just even... It would probably be better just to take the city and then replenish, because especially because Tyrion has the faster replenishment, so that should be okay. We did cause way more casualties than we lost, so I guess that's fine. Anyway, I'll be back. Alright, so despite everything, we managed to get our Pyrrhic victory there. Definitely going to just take the place, I think. Because, yeah, I figured it was probably going to be a very small unit replenishment, so let's go ahead and occupy it. This will let us immediately regain a lot of our health on our next turn, so hopefully that'll be fine. No level on that one. Bit surprising there. Let's see what this place has got for us. Alright, actually I'm okay with that combination. Actually no, I'm not. I really do need plus public order right now, so we'll go ahead and demolish that. Alright, so, aside from that, let's go ahead and secure influence again. Just keep doing that over and over and over again for the rest of forever. I do wish this was like a passive stance that just generated a little bit instead of what it does, but I guess, you know, beggars can't be choosers sort of thing. So yeah, I've got, like, or did I actually cap that out? Maybe I didn't. Pretty sure I didn't actually. No, I kept it on my hero. Shit. Okay, right. So sometimes I take Elven Healing, sometimes I don't. I guess I didn't feel like it here, but we'll still be probably able to... still probably gain a lot of our health back on that pretty quickly, so... we'll see how things go, I guess, elsewhere. Over here, I don't think we've got anything to build here. Nothing to build here, other than the fact that we're building everything already. So, yeah, I guess we just wait and see what we can get out of those guys from the guy in Vale. And I think that we might still be able to attack them this turn. Next turn, rather. Oh, actually, no, they've got a couple white lines of Christ there. The real tricky thing is if they've got artillery again, but if they don't have that, then I might be okay. Alright, let's check out what we got. I think we already moved you. And let's just double check our generals, because I want to make absolute sure we're not missing out on any good generals here. Yeah, indolent, vigorous. Yeah, these were these guys. Punitive is still our best bet, but it's not great. One of the really nice things, though, about Punitive is that minus 10% missile resistance for enemy armies. This applies to all the armies in a region rather than just the one you're fighting against, and also, more importantly, the missile resistance means that you can have your general sort of in there tanking and stuff like that, and it doesn't increase the missile damage from your own weapons, so you're not increasing the damage that you deal to yourself. Whereas when you increase the missile damage, which it also does, you increase the damage to yourself by quite a lot. Oh, I've got something I can upgrade here. Alright, let's get that. Just because I can spend money. And I've got too damn much money. Alright. Yep, more of these rituals being completed. They should all actually be getting through their rituals a lot faster than I'm, just because I'm not doing them. It's too risky for me, because it spawns those Chaos Warlords that just can and will wreck your shit, so... it's not honestly that worth it. Okay. Now, one of the problems I'm going to run into, I think, is that I'm pretty sure that Guy in Vale is capable of building the bolt throwers. I think that's where they're coming from, but who knows? Maybe not. They just make it so much more dangerous for me to fight against that kind of army. Ooh, scaling are really powerful now. Alright, interesting. Militia training. Capture and occupy the Shrine of Cain for 10... I get that, like, every turn. That's terrible. Alright. So I'd be pretty close to full health by next turn, and they haven't really recruited a second general yet, so... I don't have that option to clear out the garrison the way that I would want to, so I'd probably just wait here for another turn. Alright, that's fine. Let's grab those. Alright, we can upgrade this here. Getting gems to cap level is actually pretty good because it's quite a lot of money that you can get. 10% increase to a whole bunch of buildings, your industrial buildings. Which generally speaking are kind of your major money makers. Alright, Captain's Chest. Bit of money and minus 10% upkeep. That doesn't really help me there. Minus 50% up attrition though, that's pretty nice. Alright, let's head over to here. Should get out of the attrition zone anyway, but looks like it mattered a little bit less anyway. Let's go ahead and secure some influence here.
Smash it to ruin.
Perfect. Really doesn't matter what I give this guy right now. Alright, let's grab that. Alright, where did I demolish a watchtower? That was down in Avalorn, right? Yeah, okay. Although I should actually be in positive happiness there, just about. Alright, we got the Tier 3 Salt. It's going to get us preserved foods for plus 10 growth and plus 10% income from ports. It's quite nice, especially because this is a port, so the amount of money from there goes up by like 60, which is not really that much, but growth everywhere also is really, really good. I'm wondering how often this actually refreshes, if there's any way to make it refresh more often or anything like that. It'd be nice to know. Because he dropped to the bottom. I think that's a different guy. I might just have to take that one eventually. We'll see. I'm really still hoping out for the, holding out hope for the one that has plus range, but... I mean, even if necessary, this one's actually a fantastic general in its own right. It's just for a specific type of army that I don't really care to get just yet. Alright.
Futile.
Well, they haven't gone and gotten themselves a bolt thrower yet, or more devastatingly, like 4 bolt throwers yet, so that's good. Okay.
Now that you are here, I will hear your words.
These guys are probably going to get killed by the scaling. I'm definitely not going to
What
ally
do you
up with
wish to
them.
discuss?
Gilgallian, do you want trade or something? Yeah, I would be earning 1,250 off that. They're willing to pay me money, and it's a trade agreement. I'll go ahead and take that. I'll probably break that eventually, but, like, it really doesn't matter for now. That's a lot of money. Although, admittedly, I'm overabundant on cash. This is the nice thing about going for the inner ring first as opposed to the outer ring. You can sort of get away with this kind of thing. Specifically speaking, only having 1 army instead of having like 2 or 3. Alright, Pirates of Sartosa, are you guys heading towards me still? They've kind of been going back and forth on that. Trying to look, as it looks like they're sort of heading towards, but I really don't know what they're doing. Yeah, I'm really envious of the scaling. They always have this huge amount of money. They always have like 5 army stacks, and they always have like the ability to just walk over whoever they want to. It's ridiculous. I never understand it. Alright, we're almost up to cap for these guys. These guys should build another army stack once they're... or another general once that, I don't know, but, alright, got success. That's good. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab up some of the other things for combat here. We'll take, I think, let's actually start with the Ward of Loic, because I don't really need anything else there. Alright, Safri here. Probably want to just upgrade the White Tower again. Get that food surplus running as fast as possible, and then we can replace it later. Alright. Looks like we can build some upgrades here too. Tower of Lycian. Okay.
Princess of Ulthwan.
Don't think we'll be able to reach here since I'm not going in the straightest line, but we might actually have it. Nice. Keep taking these. I'm not going to be fighting with these guys, so this is why I keep picking this. Ooh, nice. Luckstone is actually a really decent item. It's not amazing or anything, but it is decent. Yeah, I think we go for that one, and then we dismiss the army. Out in the middle of nowhere, but that's fine. Alright. Still punitive, resilient, strong, vigorous. Alright, still the same ones, I think. If this was, like, applied to your army, that would actually be okay. But I'm really not sure why this is considered equal to some of the other ones. Like, that's pretty weak, honestly. Alright, well... I think we'll be full health in next turn, and I think these guys will... I'm not sure when these guys are going to spawn another army, actually. It's going to be probably 2 turns. But actually, no, it'll be 2 turns before we are full health with this army, too. Well, anyway, I think I'm going to hit next turn here, but why don't we call this one an episode? I'm establishing an absolutely crap-ton huge amount of extra income, but just reserve cash, but we'll probably dump it all into an army as soon as we get the chance, so once you get to that point, you can sort of build up a huge army really, really quickly. Might even use my universal recruitment capacity. I'm just kidding, that's a terrible idea. Oh, shit, you're not taking the High Veil, are you? You did take the High Veil, shit. I'll probably keep stealing from it anyway. No, I'll go steal from the Dark Elves. I'm gonna move my... I guess I'll have to move my guy over. Yeah, the Illyrians finally took out their arch-rivals, Tiranoc. I wonder if they're completely gone or what's going on there. I think I'm gonna go to Tor Anlek and steal from there. Alright. One of the things I could also do is wait till I've got the Hammer of Vol again and attack with that. But I kind of want to actually save that for Phoenix Gate, although I'm not sure I can use it against the gates. I know you can use it against fortifications, but I'm not sure if they count for that. They should, but... Alright. Well, looks like that's okay. I've never seen Evresi survive this long in one of my playthroughs before. This is probably the longest I've ever seen them last. Builder, that's nice. Don't really care that much. Still only have that one right there, which is a bit of a shame. I think we grab cartridge ammunition here. Alright, so upgrade that. Oops. But yeah, hope you found this episode enjoyable, and of course, as always, hope to see you guys all next time.